I think I'm gonna start this video off a little different and make a beat. What is going on, people? So we're back at it again with another review. This time I'm checking out the Beats by the Pound VST plugin for both Windows and Mac. And I think this is very important that I do this at this time because I've seen that the No Limit Chronicles is really popular right now, and people are starting to learn what's going on behind the scenes in the music industry. And Beats by the Pound, they didn't really have the representation that they should in that video, so I'm gonna help them out because they actually collab with Studio Link on this VST plugin, so you get an authentic sound. So Beats by the Pound, they were the backbone of No Limit. They pretty much made every single goddamn hit on No Limit at the time, and I really want to express that because a lot of people can't even make a VST plugin because they don't have the type of bounce and swag that this team has. So what we're gonna do is check out some of the stuff, the presets and all of that stuff, and I'm gonna weigh in with my pros and cons. Link will be in the description box. Try before you buy, you know what the deal. Let's go. So the UI, in my opinion, is perfect because it's a clean representation of what 90s Southern hip hop was in the South. And if you know about that, all the covers at that particular time had this kind of layout, the letter fonts, the diamonds in the bezels and the color gold. Yeah, this is a clean representation of what No Limit was like and how any Southern artist cover would be like in terms of flashiness. So yeah, they did a great job with that. Sound wise, I mean, it's a Rampler, so you know, it sounds like it would. I mean, I do like how it sounds like, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, the basic functionality of a attack, decay, sustain, release, and then you have a rate or whatever depth, all this to your mod wheel. And then you have pan, of course. And then you have glide. And I don't think that functionality really works unless it's on a specific sound. And there is another UI too as well because of the way that they did it, and that starts to be my first kind of con for this. And there's not many cons for that. Drums, you know, they're mapped to C. And I find it to be a little troublesome because it doesn't map perfectly. Like if you was to have like an MPC or something like that, it wouldn't function very well with that, even though I'm in the MPC software right now. If you have the MPC-B software, which is the reason why I'm doing this video in it, you can actually resample these drums really quick and easy, just in case, you know, if you really want to get those one shots out and have it laid out for the MPC. So all you have to do is just go over here, make sure that your plugin is working, of course. And that's working. Just select your drums. And I like these KLC 9 milli drums here. And what I'm going to do is make sure that it's on resample. And it's already on resample because I resampled something earlier. And go over here and just select arm, play the drums. Once it's done, just make sure that you can name it. It's already named KLC for some weird reason. And then you can just go right into edit and then adjust the start and end point. Boom. You have that. Now you just select discard. Well, let's get this right. Now let's select discard, and it's gonna delete everything from outside of the start and end point. Boom. Now you have that. And now all you have to do is just go make sure that you're in either trim or chop. I'm gonna go into chop here, and then I'm gonna set up either for region or whatever, and you can adjust the start and end points with your mouse or with your MPC, however you like to work, and you should be good to go. Once you're done, just create a new program. Make sure you make it non-destructive for later. Do it, and boom, it's already in there perfectly. And now it's on the pads, whatever pads that you use. All right. So as far as the classic sounds go, they are in there, like the sine wave from How You Do That there. Or how about that weird, scary, murderous sawtooth? Yeah, that lead is there from I'm Bout It, Bout It. What about that scary monstrous stab in Fuck Them Other Niggas? It's in there. Like Ludacris Move, bitch. Oh yeah, that sounds in there too. What about Wobble Wobble? Oh yeah, that sounds in there. So you got the classic sound. So let's check out some more. And one thing I have found, and another con, is some of the sounds in this loading, it's a little slow. So that's map to C. Let's go and just keep on going. That's map to C. Correctly, that's a C. See, that sound isn't. So you would have to kind of adjust your playing on the fly. If you are used to cycling through sounds and stuff like that, it won't map correctly. But one thing I do like about this in terms of its features, especially with the brass and stuff like that, because the brass sounds pretty good. So you have good sounds. Yeah, see. But it sounds pretty good. It's New Orleans type stuff. You also have beat starters too. So if you're like one of those people that need an idea or whatever, you can go down to 84 BPM and lay out a beat. Again, back to the drums and just touching up on some of the drums or whatnot. The drums, they hit a little different for me in a good and bad way. In a good way when it comes to the drums in itself. But I would appreciate being able to have access to the beats by the pound one shots themselves because of the awkward way they are mapped out. And you can't control the pitch. You can only control like panning and the volume. So, you know, that doesn't really leave much, but, you know, you still got those classic beats by the pound drums, and that's where they excelled at. And that's where, you know, if you are a Southern hip hop producer, variety does matter. It's not about the Spins 808 and the Lex Luger snap clap every freaking time that you make a beat. So tell me how you feel about this plugin. Well, I'm gonna weigh in with my hot takes here, and I think a lot of people need to hear this, especially if you want to improve what you got going on. Well, the first thing, I really like the sounds that they collected. It's probably one of the better collected sound VST plugins, Rompler VSTs that I've used in quite a while, especially in the veins of a production team. There wasn't a sound that I felt was left out. I really did try to look for a sound that was left out, you know, and I think it's very, very important that my cons are heard. So the first con that I have is the actual UI itself. The UI itself looks good. It looks fantastic, and that's the great selling point. But as far as it operates much slower than other VST plugins, and the way that the drums were laid out weren't up to snuff. I would say, you know, if you was to bring it, because they have this pad layout, and it's not MPC friendly. Like, I tried it out on the MPC, and I was just like, whoa, like this is very difficult. And second, I really wish, and as a con, I just say a wishful con, I really wish that they actually had the one shots, because I'd rather just put them all in my drum program as far as the drums go and rearrange it and then go with everything, because the sounds in themselves are okay. And that's another con, is that not all of the sounds are in the root key of C. I find that to be an issue almost with every Studio Link plugin, but I mean, you could work around that, not to be upset about it, but I think you guys over there should check out the MPC One Liver X, because it has auto sampler, and that is keen to what y'all do as far as making romplers, and you should go in and invest in that, and that will handle that situation, and you don't have to use what y'all use to make your plugins. But I do think it's good though. The pros, definitely the sounds. I mean, the sounds are really good. Yeah, really good sounds. And then I guess the biggest pro would be seeing that it is $50. It is easier to get into, and it's a easier pill to swallow as a VST plugin. I think that's really dope. Do I give this the stamp of approval? I'm thinking about 70%. Yeah, I think 70% on the stamp. Yeah.